I'm Miles Ruttencutter, and this is the Miles Ruttencutter Podcast. September 10th at 12:23. Utah Valley University students were gathered in the courtyard, speaking to a polarizing religious and political figure, Charlie Kirk, when he was fatally shot by Tyler Robinson in front of a crowd of 3,000 people. People screamed, and some celebrated. This event shook America. I was in my algebra class around 2:55 when I heard the news. Immediately, I ran to my debate teacher's room to tell her the horrifying news. At this time, we didn't know whether or not he made it. I walked into her room and sat down. I looked her in the eyes and told her, "Charlie Kirk has been shot." Her face went white, and the first thing she said was, "He has a family." You could see it left pain in her eyes. But then I looked to my left and saw a girl who overheard the news, and her face lit up and she began to chuckle. I didn't point it out, but rather I ignored it. It sent chills up my spine. Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump and many other polarizing figures are called names like Nazi, fascist, and racist. These words lead people down emotional rabbit holes, which lead those same people to violence. Matthew 5 verse 21 says, "You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders will be in danger of the judgment. But I say to you, whoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever says, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire." Jesus Christ was very serious when he was saying that these words of hate lead to a path of violence. And it's a repeating pattern, and sadly it's part of human nature. Jesus Christ is another example of this. He was killed by people who hated him, and used their words to spread hate. This isn't a new phenomenon, it's just easier to spread. Social media allows for the instant spread of information, in the same way that pulling a trigger leads to instant death. These fighting words lead people to hate one another. Greg Lukianoff and Jonathan Haidt showed the popularization of this concept in their book, The Coddling of the American Mind. They said, life is a battle between good people and evil people. This idea is exactly what leads to violence, and this isn't just bound to the left. Often people on the right use dehumanizing words like illegal alien, in the same way that the left uses the word fetus. This same exact concept worked back in Nazi Germany. They used words like parasite, bacteria, and cancer. These words were used to help morally justify the killing of 6 million Jews. James 3 verse 5 says, "So it is with the tongue. Small as it is, it can boast about great things. Just think about how large a forest can be set on fire by a tiny flame." This shows that just a small, insignificant word can lead to a disastrous outcome. Just think about it. Iran has been screaming death to America for as long as I can remember. And you know exactly what they are doing. They're bringing death to America. Exodus 23 verse 1 says, "Do not spread false rumors, and do not help a guilty person by giving false testimony." Spreading false testimony is helping the guilty person, and spreads this violence, and I can't stress it enough. Just a while ago, Nick Shirley was IRL live streaming in New York City, exposing the illegal scammers who sell fake merchandise on the street. I want to show you a clip from that video.
He's going straight to Mormon hell for all the shit he's been doing, my friend.
Who's this?
So you could just take off the magic underwear.
Hater right here.
Yo, this guy got 2 people killed in Minneapolis.
No, I did not.
Indirectly.
No, he
yes,
didn't.
he did, and he bragged about it.
No, he didn't.
So you are scum. Yes, he did that. Yes, he did. I don't care what you guys said.
He didn't get 2 people killed.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Look at this. Now people throwing ice. Look at this.
This is just one example. When a man runs up to Nick and starts spreading false information, people begin turning on him and throwing ice. For full clarity, in Minneapolis, Nick was going to locations where fraud was found, and he had nothing to do with the death of Renee Good, as this man claims. In fact, Nick was exposing the fraud on December 16th, and Renee died on January 7th. That was 22 days apart. He probably wasn't even in the state. Yet, this man bears false witness, and these words can cause people to act out of fear, hence why they began throwing ice at him. Proverbs 13 verse 3 says, "He who guards his mouth preserves his life, but he who opens wide his lips shall have destruction." So in conclusion, watch your words because it can lead to violence. Choose to uplift people instead of putting them down. Be like Charlie, who opened the conversation to everyone and allowed for free discussion to occur. And don't dehumanize people with words like Nazi and alien. Uplift one another. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. Proverbs 13, verse 34.